It seems like a new era of Vancouver basketball here with Jalen Duren no longer on the squad. The pressure is on for guys like Ellis and McKnight to take on a little bit more of the load. We have young guns in Rudolph Garrett and Michael Graham set to jump into the starting lineup from day one. We hope that they can contribute. The moves we made in the offseason might not have made us better contenders in the year 2029, but I think it made us better in the long run, and ultimately that is what is important. Saramago is going to be turning 22 at some point here in this season, and with that, I think, it's not so much about his age 22 season as it is getting him into multiple finals appearances throughout his 20s. That's really the goal here, and I'm hoping it works out, and today we get our first glimpse of it with the start of season 5 here, the 4th season of Saramago's career. This year's lineup will look a little something like this. We get 32 minutes for Ellis and McKnight, 36 for Saramago, and 28 for both of the rookies. Christie getting 28 off the bench. There's already some push for him to get traded. I am a fan of Christie myself. I'd like to see this work out. Victor Jackson will get 20 off the bench. Leonard Miller will get 20 off the bench. And then Clayton Rodman will be the lowest minutes on the squad with 16, although I'm excited to see what he can do here in year 2 after a pretty big increase in his abilities in the offseason. Mentors on the year. Marcus Smart will be looking to improve Albert Ellis's defense, although, Ellis is already getting some of these badges, but just making sure we get them at higher level, and also a movable enforcer is something he doesn't have. So hopefully we can get that. Other than that, Clayton Rodman will be working on getting a couple of badges here, including Shifty Shooter, which he really needs, so Brogdon will help him with that. We have Luke Cornett, who will be helping out Michael Graham, and Jimmy Butler, who will be helping out Rudolph Garrett. I'm starting to wish maybe I did things a little differently. I think maybe besides, I wish we could have got somebody that would have helped out Rudolph Garrett's shooting a little bit, but we have plenty of time for that. That can be a mentor that we get next year. Jimmy Butler was ultimately, I think, still a very good choice here. Just doesn't quite have the badge matches that I want the most, but I think we're getting some solid help here across the board. Now, the one thing that is a little bit unfortunate about losing Duren is he was pretty much a 5-star system match. So the switch from Duren down to Michael Graham is actually hurting our system proficiency this year. How much is that going to affect simming? It's yet to be seen. Hopefully it doesn't make us too much worse in the sim, if any worse at all. I think, again, this move was always going to make us probably worse here in this particular season, but going forward, Garrett and Graham's system matches should increase over time. I haven't been this excited to watch a regular season game in a while. The big moves that we made to usher in this new team here, we got to have it work, because if it doesn't, we're quickly running out of trade assets. Of course, if these players don't work for us, we can turn them into trade assets. But I'm really hoping that the vision that I had going into the offseason, again, I had multiple different kind of options on the table for me, but I'm hoping that the vision that I had can be a good one for this team. Let's get this new season underway here, going against the Philadelphia 76ers. Michael Graham with some nice defense there on the first possession of Joel Embiid. Passes it to fellow rookie Garrett, who makes the first basket of the season. Strong start for these rookies. Graham making the play on defense and then picking up the assist to Garrett, making a step back shot. Missed there by Maxey. Now Graham gets the ball in the post inside. He turns around and hits, and so both rookies not wasting any sort of time, getting their first NBA points on the board. We've got Saramago has put in a couple of free throws, but yet to make his first field goal after that miss. Maxey, top of the key. Another miss for Philly. Running it the other way, Vancouver finds Saramago. He gets a screen. Attacking downhill on Martin, and you knew it was just a matter of time before Saramago would hang his first poster of the new season. That one's sweet. Hanging on the rim for some extra flavor. McCain, no good on that jumper. Going the other way, Graham throws it right to Connor Wells. One of the young guys. It's been a top pick in this class that we've yet to really see. But he had a massive offseason, went up 7. I think we have seen Connor Wells, just not in a minute. Garrett for 3. Up to 5 points on the day for him, and Vancouver leads 12-3 here in the first. McCain able to get to the basket there with all the congestion. Rodman, can he be a better player for us this year? Misses his first shot, but Victor Jackson able to clean it up on the glass. He's going to be taking over that Lonzo Ball role, and while he won't be as good defensively, if he can at least replace Lonzo offensively, I think we'll be fine with that. Christie gets the scoring going. Relegated to the bench this year, where I hope he can thrive. And Connor Wells, another good look from 3. He's been Philly's best scorer so far. Saramago in the post. That's just a move you're not really going to be able to stop. Maxey catch and shoot. Off the mark there. Maxey again. This time feeds it to Embiid, who's just been shut down by Vancouver here in the first quarter. In transition, Wells with a block on Jackson. Wells looking really good here. Like I said, he had that massive progression period. Really weird alley-oop there for Vancouver, but we'll give McKnight the basket. At that massive progression period, and he's looking honestly pretty strong here for the Sixers. Other than Tyrese Maxey, he kind of just has an aging team around him, unfortunately, so I don't know if we'll see him much in the postseason. Of course, we'd have to both make the finals for that to happen. Tyrese Maxey, been pretty cold here in the first, but he makes that 3. Pick and roll here, Saramago and Miller. Saramago pulls it from beyond the arc and responds to that Maxey 3 with one of his own. Step back for Tyrese. Starting to get going a little bit here. Saramago tries for another 3. This time it's too strong. Philly running it the other way. Tyrese Maxey step back. Nice defense by Max Christie. Rodman yet to score his first basket of the season, and I'll have to wait a little longer. In transition, Mago too strong once again. Missed a couple of these inside shots that he's usually so reliable with as Rodman turns it over. Peyton Pritchard to Maxey in the corner. He takes in a drive on Christie, but some strong defense there to force the miss. We're still 24-20 here. It's been this way for a while. And Clint Capella able to score. First quarter winding down. Another miss by Saramago inside. Seems just a little bit off here to start the year on his drives. Has another chance here inside, and one for Ayrton Saramago. That's more like it. 13 points. Still, of course, having a great quarter, even though he's missed some inside shots. That's a good feed inside to Embiid there. And so it was going to be 27-24 as Saramago's unable to release it in time. Heading into the first quarter break. Now we get to see Albert Ellis What can he do in year 3 with Saramago off the court? And that is a really good start there. That's the kind of drive that we would see him often miss last year. But this year, good starts. Christie misses a tough 3, but Michael Graham able to clean up the glass. Put it back in for an easy 2. Spinning and driving is Siakam, but Leonard Miller with some nice defense there. Christie to Garrett. Showed some nice plays there in the first quarter, and Leonard Miller missing on a pretty nice 3-point look. In the post, Embiid, the double comes, but it's too late. Embiid able to score with ease. Albert Ellis isolating against Pritchard. He's on the drive, and another nice finish. Already we're seeing the defense, some of these finishes in traffic that just weren't going for him last year. 2 for 2 here to start the second quarter. Siakam showing some driving skills of his own. Back to Ellis. Looked like he had a lane to the basket. Pulls up from the free throw line instead, and that's a miss. Embiid isolating against Graham. So far, Graham, I think, has got the better of that matchup here in this game and holds strong again, forcing another Joel Embiid miss. Going the other way, he finds Christie for 3. That makes it a 12-point Vancouver lead. They're going on a nice run here, and the whole theme of last season was how bad this offense looked with Saramago off the court. It's not looking nearly so bad this time. It's a beautiful finish by Connor Wells, who continues to impress here on opening night. Ellis with the rebound after the Embiid miss. Going the other way, tries to find Garrett in the corner, but throws it right to Connor Wells. Miller forced a foul in transition. Not a great pass at all by Albert Ellis. In the post, once again, it's Graham versus Embiid, and Graham with another win. How impressive has he been on defense for us tonight? Ellis, deep 3 off the catch, and he gets it to go with ease. 45-31 now halfway through the second. Connor Wells, another made basket. I don't even think he's missed. Pick and roll. Ellis to Miller. That's a nice finish inside over Wells. Martin finds Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. Solid look, but it won't go for the Sixers guard. Graham, and that's where you see why we moved on from Duren. Somebody, even with a miss, just that confident to pull up for a jumper. Increases our spacing. We're seeing that Albert Ellis might be a bigger threat on the drive this year, so it's important that we keep that spacing open. As Tyrese Maxey trims it back down to single digits here. Pick and roll. Christie stripped as he went up for the layup. Philly going the other way, and Embiid just launches it out of bounds. Nick Nurse seems really happy about it too. Garrett in the corner. He's going to go on the drive. Nice job getting the ball up in traffic. Just couldn't get the finish. And it'll eventually be 76ers ball. Martin, deep 3 off the catch. Saramago checks back into the game. McKnight from the wing drills the triple. Thought they were going to set up Graham in the post there, but McKnight, you know he's always got the green light to fire it from 3 whenever he so pleases. Here we're going to give it to him on the cut. Finds Garrett in the corner. That's a good look from 3. And man, oh man, do the rookies look good for Vancouver here. They're playing some key roles in building this early first half lead. Graham from 3, but a nice contest there late. Might have been just enough to force the miss. Graham's not, a great shooter by any means, but Connor Wells certainly is. 13 points, 100% from the field you're seeing there. McKnight trying to hit again from deep, but no good this time around. Garrett takes the Graham screen, fires off of it. The deep 2 is up and in for Rudolph Garrett. I haven't come up with nicknames for either of our rookies yet, so of course those are up for grabs if anybody has ideas. Ellis stripped by Maxey. Philly going the other way. Good defense there to force the miss. Time winding down here in the second quarter. Mago in the post. That's going to be a miss. Good defense there by Connor Wells, and it'll be an 11-point lead. Heading into the half, 55-44. Pretty solid play on both ends here from the Vancouver Blizzard. Tyrese Maxey leads Philly, but he took 15 shots. Connor Wells, 14 points on 5 shots. He's also coming off a 33-point game in their opener, so Connor Wells off to a really good start here in this season. Saramago leads us with 14 points on 10 shots. Rudolph Garrett, 10 points on 6 shots. Ellis with a nice half. Graham with 12 boards already. So you love to see that. The only one who really didn't get going was Clayton Rodman, who's 0 of 4 to start the season. Second half underway now, and Saramago hits a quick 3. I really like that play. It works like every time where the center sets kind of a unofficial / semi-illegal screen to get the power forward wide open from the wing. No good by McKnight there, but now we got a mismatch for Graham down low. He's unable to finish, but getting some help there by Saramago with the offensive rebound and putback. Maxey, some nice moves on that drive. A lot of traffic, and he slithered his way right through it. Garrett finds Saramago for 3, fires it up in it. The lead is 16 for Vancouver. Double team. Garrett with the 3, no good. Graham with the rebound, but Embiid welcoming the rookie to the league with an emphatic rejection on the putback attempt. Maxey missing there. Graham hauls in another rebound, something he's been excelling at. It's honestly been like we've had Jalen Duren out there tonight with how strong Graham has been on the glass. Maxey, ton of space from 3. Drills it to turn it back down to 15 points. In the pick and roll, Leonard Miller. A nice finish after Saramago threaded the needle there with the pass. Tough shot by Embiid, but he makes it. Looking like a younger version of himself with a shot like that. Nice lane created off of the Victor Jackson screen there. Led to one of the easiest baskets Saramago's had all night. Embiid getting going for Philly here, but it might be too little too late as this Vancouver team has built a nice lead here. Really weird sequence there, but Leonard Miller still scores. Saramago sees the double coming and tries to fire up a quick shot, but maybe a little too quick on the draw there. Maxey top of the key. Tons of space created off the screen. Vancouver in transition. Rodman, only Blizzard rotation player not to score, but that changes right here as he is able to show some nice touch there on the drive. Off the miss. Victor Jackson brings it up the court, finds Greenlight McKnight spinning on the drive and hitting a nice shot. Okay, Cameron. Maybe showing off some new moves he worked on in the offseason. Another easy downhill attack by Saramago, who now has 19 points in the quarter. A lot of McKnight's scoring, Saramago's scoring tonight has been from the free throw line, which of course I typically don't show. McKnight heaves up a dream as the shot clock expires, and it goes in. Everything going right for Vancouver tonight. They lead by 20, have a chance to hit one more shot heading into the fourth quarter break. Saramago gets rejected, and that will be the end of 3, a 20-point lead. And Vancouver has really just shown how good things can look this season. I feel like the biggest concern, of course, after last season was our non-Saramago minutes. Those look good today. Saramago got to the free throw line a bunch. I think that's a good sign. That's one of the most reliable ways you can get points in the league, is to head to the free throw line. I think the defense looked good. Other than Connor Wells, I mean, you're looking at 11 of 28 for Maxey, 7 of 20 for Embiid, 4 of 11 for Siakam, 2 of 10 for McCain. Those are their best players. Connor Wells, of course, did excel for them in this game. Saramago drops 49, 12, 7, and 3. Even with kind of that struggle start, kind of finishing on the inside, he ends up with a 49-point game. McKnight drops 20. Garrett, 15 points on 10 shots. Ellis, 14, 4, and 7 on just 7 shots. He was extremely efficient. I'd love to see him get more volume in future games. 21 rebounds in his debut for Michael Graham. That's all I've got for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon to continue this new season, and I'll see you then. Bring the Blizzard.